Okay, so we are now on to measures 7 and 8 of this solo. So that's the end of the A section. And the chords at this point are A7 and D7. Sort of a turnaround to get us back to G. And the lick is going to end on a G. So that's where we're going. And we just came from this lick here. Right, so that's in the previous video. And now we're going to A7 after hitting that B flat to G, and we're going to pull off to A. And we're just outlining the chord at first. A7, so we're going to slide from B sharp to C sharp, and then hit a G on the first string. And that's just so it's easy to move from one position to the next. And now we're going to slide with the second finger the same way, and now we're going to move up on an arpeggio of A7 with a flat 9 on the top. So we have C sharp, E, G on the 8th fret, and then on the 6th fret we got B flat. So that's actually a diminished arpeggio. Okay, and now we're going to come down on the altered scale of A. So that's and now that's to build up tension toward the next chord, because this chord is functioning as a dominant that resolves up a fourth from A7 to D. Now, as long as that root movement is there, then you know it's a functioning dominant chord. And you have a lot of options for that situation. So this time we're going to use the most tense, I guess, and that's the altered scale. So from the B flat, we got A, and then G on the second string, and then F, and then E flat. And that resolves to the D. And the whole altered scale, if you think about it, it actually kind of circles around the root of the upcoming chord. If you play the whole thing from A, flat 2, sharp 2, right? Well, it's actually major third, right? Flat 5. So it's got these notes on either side of the upcoming root. You can hear that wants to resolve to D minor. It can also resolve to any kind of D chord. So here we have it going to D7, which is the last chord in our section, going back to G. Okay, so now I'm on the D, and here we got a dominant diminished lick. Like I said, we have options. This chord is also functioning 5 to 1 in G. So this time we're going to use dominant diminished. So after that D we pulled off to on the 7th fret of string 3. Now we're going to slide up to the major third from the sharp 2. So that's F, or I should say E sharp to F sharp. And then we're going to repeat the motif we had in the previous measure. So I'm sliding up there to F sharp, and then I'm going to tap 2 16th notes on A at the 10th fret of string 2 with the little finger. And then we're going to go back and do that again. And this is kind of a cliche diminished lick here. Excuse me. Slide up to F sharp, hit the A on the 10th fret, and then slide down to A flat. And then pull off to F on the 2nd string, 6th fret. Let's do that again. Right here on the F, and then we're going to reach up to D on the 10th fret of string 1. So that's the root of the D chord, and then the 13 or the 6th B natural on the 7th fret of string 1. And then we have two more notes going to G, and that's F on the 8th fret, sorry, the 10th fret, and then the G on the 8th fret. Three. Let me play those two bars together. Yeah. Yeah. Let's turn the loop on. Okay, it's going to be a 3-bar loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now if you don't really feel comfortable with this, there's another way to do it, and that is start off the same way and then finish the lick by sliding up to F sharp on the 3rd string. Okay, so that's on to beat 3. And then you'll hit your A with the 2nd finger and then slide back down. So you have a much smaller shape on 2 strings. So same notes, right? So we have F, F sharp, A flat, and then F again. And then you can reach up here for the D. It sounds about the same, and it's probably easier, but it's got a little bit of a mojo to it when you're sliding around. Because you get a little bend along with your slide when you do it that way. It's just harder to make it sound good. Okay, so I'm going to hook that on. Oh, let me just do it up to speed now if I can. Here's 80%. Okay, so that's probably enough for one lesson here, because these licks they're starting to get a little harder. You got to digest them before you can really bring them out while you play. So let's stop there.